This tutorial video is designed specifically for clients utilizing our automated fuel tax reporting services. While most features of the service are common to all users of the system, certain aspects were designed primarily for clients for whom we are processing GPS data rather than those entering trips manually from driver trip sheets. In this video, we will discuss various ways of entering or matching fuel purchases to a trip. Again, keep in mind that trips, as broken down in this system, are not tied to dispatch data, but instead are broken into 24-hour trips split automatically at midnight. There are a couple of special situations for automated fuel tax clients to be aware of. We suggest that you monitor the Manage Fuel section regularly to prevent getting to the end of the quarter and needing to possibly research issues with many fuel purchases before filing. Select a time frame to view fuel purchase information. While you can view all purchases for all units, we especially recommend that you search for fuel not in fuel tax trips. These purchases have been imported from your fuel card provider data, but for some reason were not able to be automatically matched to a trip. Note that while these purchases have been imported, they will not be included in official reports until they have been assigned. In some cases, the system will be able to automatically indicate a likely cause of the issue. Generally, the most likely reason is if fuel purchase data arrives before the trip data is processed. In this case, the purchase will be flagged as no trip on date. If more than 4 days have passed since the purchase date, you may want to contact your GPS provider to inform them that data was not transmitted for that date. Another possible reason would be if a purchase is marked as belonging to a unit that is not in the database. This can happen in new units which have not been equipped with GPS tracking, or if a fuel desk clerk or driver inadvertently enters an incorrect unit number. Another reason, although much less common, would be if a purchase did not get matched automatically due to a difference in the time zone where the purchase was made on a late night purchase around midnight. By default, when matching purchases, the date must match and there must be mileage recorded in that jurisdiction on that date. The trips are processed using a consistent time zone, but timestamps on fuel purchases normally match the local time zone. So if a driver were to purchase fuel at 11:30 p.m. in Nevada, the mileage for Nevada may have been logged on an adjacent day due to the time zone difference setting for the trip data. A buffer date can be added to your account to allow for these purchases to be automatically imported even though the date may not match. You will need to contact a ProMiles customer service representative for the proper documentation to allow us to do this. So to deal with these purchases, you have a few options once you find the reason it was rejected. For purchases with no trip on date, as mentioned before, wait until at least 4 days have passed to allow time for data transfer and trip processing. If a purchase was assigned to a unit that doesn't exist, normally it is fairly easy to determine the correct unit by reviewing which card was used to make the purchase. Then simply move the purchase to the appropriate unit number using the Move to Unit option. Once modifications have been made, you can initiate the matching process for a unit by first selecting the unit, then go to the Fuel Purchases tab and click the Match Unused Fuel to Trips button. If you do not need to update the trips to run reports at this point, you can disregard this step as the system will automatically check for unused fuel occasionally throughout the day and match these purchases automatically, usually within 4 to 6 hours. One last point. If you happen to have fuel purchases that were made when not using your fleet's fuel card, but on, say, a Visa, MasterCard, paid by check, or paid by cash, you have options to input these into the system. To enter a purchase directly into a trip, simply locate the correct trip, select the Edit option, go to the Fuel Purchases tab, and enter the information. When finished, click the Validate and Save button to complete. To enter fuel purchases to be matched automatically, you can choose to enter the purchase into the specific truck or into the Manage Fuel section. In either case, you will simply select the Add Purchase option, enter the information, then click the Add button to complete. Again, the system will attempt to match these entries to a trip automatically within 4 to 6 hours. This concludes our overview of the fuel purchases section for automated trips. Please remember that other videos are available discussing the trip view and running reports. Thanks for watching.